is Sam Ryder there with Somebody. I am joined now in studio by Laura Byrne, who is a youth worker with the Donegal Youth Service. Good afternoon, Laura. How are you?
Hi, Michaela. Thanks for having me.
Not at all. So you're getting prepared for an event now happening on Saturday, Thrifty Threads. I was getting very tongue-tied earlier.
Apologies.
So you are all set, kind of set.
Yeah, we're pretty much set. We've been sorting through donations this week and keeping busy there, but we're also willing to take on a few more donations. If anybody has some items of clothing they would like to drop into us at the youth service, we'd be very grateful to receive them.
So tell us a bit about the event. What can people expect now on Saturday?
Of course. So Thrifty Threads is a youth-led initiative. We have a group that are working on an Erasmus programme, and we met them together and asked them what it is that they would like to highlight with other young people. And we looked at all different areas of kind of like sustainability and where, young people can have the most impact. And we kind of sat and, measured, how much control as young people do we have over the emissions of our car. And, Donegal and the size of Donegal, we don't always have that control over, minimising our journeys. So the area that they highlighted that they could make the most difference was them as a consumer. So they looked at what do we buy the most? Clothes.
Yeah.
So it was really looking at that like sustainability element for young people, and the biggest impact that they could have is on the choices that they make and through things that they buy. So that was the snowball that got us started, and they launched we had like a little pilot event in Party in the Park. The young people have done all of the advertising, they've gathered in all of the donations, and they've been running the shop in Party in the Park, and now we'd like to set it up as a more regular event. And the idea is just we have a drop-in that runs every weekend, and our drop-in is really social. We've got pool and table tennis and gaming and music, and we're going to build the shop into that.
Yeah.
So as long as coming along for a little bit of shopping, bit of thrifting, it's always a bit exciting having a rummage, isn't it? As long as coming along for that, there's that social element as well, that you can come in, you can have a cup of tea, you can chill, you can chat with your friends.
Yeah.
But we're opening it up to be a family event as well.
Great. And there's such a pushback on fast fashion. Maybe I'm just tongue twisted all day.
Fast fashion, yeah.
Fast fashion. And then in tandem with that is the rise in like vintage shops and purchasing second-hand clothes. So this is even, you mentioned emissions. It's local now. People don't have to shop online. They can come along now to this Thrifty Threads.
That's it, yeah. And I'm obviously not a Donegal native. But I've found online shopping, it takes time to come.
Yeah.
So come along to our little pop-up shop and see what's there. Everything's going to be really fairly priced. And as well, we have got some branded items in. We were having a good rummage earlier, myself and Eve, and we found some great like little Adidas and Lacoste pieces.
Yeah,
they are going to be
then
priced exactly the same as any of the items that we get come through. The idea for us, cost of living. So we've got sustainability as one issue and cost of living is the other.
Yeah.
So fast fashion, yes, you look at it and you think, oh, it's only a $5 or it's only a $10, but that adds up so fast.
Yeah.
So fast. So all of our pieces are going to be priced like between €1 and €2. So really,
Amazing.
really affordable. And some great pieces in there as
Exciting.
well.
And then you're travelling to Estonia as well.
Yeah, so as part of the Erasmus programme, we're working with a number of partners, and one of our partners is a group in Estonia, the local municipality there. We're going to be there and meeting with young people and counsellors and learning about how they are kind of taking approaches to sustainability. As a group, we're going to be learning more about CO2 emissions and ways in which that we can target that. So as part of the project, the Donegal Youth Service have been given a CO2 monitor, which is now on the side of our building, and all of the data from that goes to Bonn University. So that's another one of our partners. The idea of the project overall is that we're going to get some good research from all different parts of Europe, and we're going to try and build some youth-friendly resources that we can roll out across all of Europe.
Yeah.
And our young people here in Donegal are going to have a really big part to play in that. They're going to be going along to Estonia and telling them about the process of setting up Thrifty Threads, how they came to the decision to do it, the practicalities of what things they had to source and how they went about it and sorting through the donate, all of those kind of things. They're going to be presenting as, this is something that you can do in Estonia. This is something you can do in Poland. This is something that you can do. So the idea of that project is that sharing of good ideas and trying to find things that work, that can get young people engaged and also make a difference.
And it's amazing, you mentioned there, make a difference. Like, they'll be part of history then. If this takes off across Europe, you know, they're part of it. It's lovely.
Yeah. And that's like what's brilliant about it, as you said, there's that real interest in kind of like that thrifting and that vintage, you know, you can be scrolling along on TikTok and you see people buying the mystery boxes, all that kind of stuff. So like, it's just a different way of shopping. And I think like if it's worth us buying into it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like for ourselves, for our pockets, but also like to help out the planet.
Yeah, definitely. Because even like there's such I got a coat a couple of years ago now, and like it was off a site online, but like to buy it brand new is £1,000, and I got it for like 120, like a vintage one.
Yeah,
you know, like it is brilliant.
Love that.
So yeah, you never know what you could find on Saturday.
It's a great little rummage.
Yes. So how can people donate, or do they don't have to register for Saturday? They just come along.
No, you just come along. So we're open 2 till 6. That's our drop-in hours regularly anyway for any young people that would like to know. But the event will be running throughout that time. If anyone has any donations, they can bring them to the Donegal Youth Service. We are on 16 to 18 Port Road, and we're above the ETB. So you just come all the way up the stairs. We're called the Loft for a good reason. There's a good few flight of stairs. And any donations there will be gratefully received. But yeah, we're really looking forward to opening the doors and welcoming lots of people to come and join us on Saturday.
Great. Well, good luck with Saturday, and good luck with your trip to Estonia as well. Thanks so much for coming up.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Not at all.
Get with the best. Virgin Media, Ireland's best broadband with full fibre and speeds of 2 gig, is now available in Donegal. Check your area on virginmedia.ie. It's playtime. Virgin Media, sponsors of Around the Northwest.
We love Irish music, and we want to show our support for the movers, the makers and the shakers. Right through Irish Music Month this September, join Highland Radio in celebrating those who make every party, every drive and every day simply magic. Buy Irish albums, Irish tickets, Irish t-shirts and Irish music merch direct from the musicians themselves. Let's support Irish Music Month. Let's buy Irish. Irish Music Month. Irish radio supporting Irish artists with IBI and Hot Press, supported by Commission Amon Sound and Vision Scheme, funded by the Television Licence Fee.
Woohoo! You're listening to Highland Radio, broadcasting to some of the 1,000 millionaires made by the National Lottery so far. Next time you play a National Lottery game, it really could be you. Woo! Play responsibly, play for